Finances have always been a huge part of football. However, as the game progresses year after year, money becomes an even bigger factor for the chances of a club's success. In today's video, we have some huge Rangers news to share as the club have hit a £12 million investment, as paperwork filed. We will look into this in today's video, whilst also going over all the latest Rangers news from the past 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so as always, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Barry Ferguson is liking what he's seen from Bailey Rice and Finlay Curtis since their emergence into the Rangers first team this season, and he knows the midfield duo will be desperate to cement their place in Philippe Clement's long-term plans. Rice, 18, made his debut in 2023, but has had to be patient for further opportunities. But he recently played 45 minutes at Old Trafford as Rangers took on Manchester United in the Europa League, and he's been in and around Clement's senior squad since. Curtis, also 18, featured against the English Premier League giants, which came just days after his Rangers debut in the Scottish Cup, drawing praise for his involvement. The pair have been tipped to go on to big things, and in his daily record column, former Rangers captain Ferguson reflected on his own impatience as a young player at Ibrox, admitting he was never the type to sit back and wait for opportunities. Despite getting a taste of first-team action under Walter Smith, he wasn't content with sporadic appearances. He wanted to make the Rangers shirt his own. He shared how watching legends like Ali McCoist and Richard Gough during training inspired him, while advice from his youth coaches taught him the importance of preparation and persistence. He worked tirelessly to improve, determined to seize his moment when it came. When Dick Advocaat arrived in 1998, he saw it as his chance to cement his place in a star-studded squad. With players like Jorg Alberts and Giovanni van Bronckhorst around him, he vowed not to give up his spot without a fight, ultimately crediting that mindset for shaping his successful career. And that's exactly what he wants Curtis, Rice and any other budding Rangers youngster to emulate. I see that exact same door now opening for the likes of Bailey Rice and Finlay Curtis, two young academy graduates who are now ready to take that same pathway I did, said Ferguson. The same goes for Clinton Nsiala and Hamza Egarman, even though they have been brought into the club more recently. All of these young men now have the chance to make that shirt their own, and the next 4 or 5 months can be the making of them as Rangers players. We've all seen already that Egarman has a huge future ahead of him. Nsiala is another new arrival who has stepped up and showed that he is ready for the challenge. And young Curtis looks like a very talented attacking prospect. But as a midfield man myself, I obviously look at Rice and can't but get excited about this kid's potential. Believe me, I've seen more than enough to be convinced that he has everything required to make the kind of impact I managed to do back in the day. He'll probably have been as frustrated as I was, having been dipped in and out of the first team over the last year or so. He'll have been looking at Lennon Miller's meteoric rise at Motherwell and wondering why he wasn't getting the same opportunity for game time at Ibrox. But this feels like the moment he's been waiting for. With the likes of Kieran Dowell and Matondo moving on during the transfer window, Rice and Curtis can now see the light at the end of that tunnel. If I was them, I'd be thinking to myself, what a chance I've got. This is the time to make my mark. If I was Rice, I would welcome the summer signing of Lyle Cameron from Dundee, and I'd want to make sure between now and the end of the season, the manager knows I'll be ready to fight him for a place in the starting lineup. Obviously things are changing, big earners are moving on, the squad is being restructured and coming down in age. It's not all rosy in the garden by any stretch of the imagination, but it's created a real opportunity for some of these young guys to go out and really make a name for themselves as Rangers players. I might not be getting any younger, but I remember how it felt when that moment came around for me, as if it was yesterday. So get out there and give it everything you've got, boys. I promise you will never live to regret it. Now in some huge Rangers news, the Rangers Youth Development Fund have broken through the £12 million barrier after another 6-figure investment in the Gheorghe Academy. Profits generated from items such as the Rangers Lotto, the Union Jackpot halftime draw, and Stadium Bricks, as well as products from RIDC's online store, are used to help fund the running of the youth system that aims to produce the next generation of Ibrox stars. RIDC has been hugely supportive of the work at Gheorghe for more than 2 decades, and Niels Koppen, the Rangers technical director, has thanked them for their support once again this term. As ever, we are extremely grateful to the Rangers Youth Development Company for their support, he said. They have provided over £12 million to the academy to date, and their continued annual funding contributes greatly to the day-to-day running at the training ground. We've seen a number of players featuring in the first team recently, and their development is assisted by RYDC's donations. Thanks to everyone at RYDC for their unrelenting hard work, and, of course, the Rangers supporters for their incredible backing. It is greatly appreciated by everyone at the club. RYDC Director of Operations, Colin Stewart, handed over the latest cheque at Gheorghe Hagi and was joined by Academy graduates Mason Munn, Liam Kelly and Ross McCausland. Philippe Clement has given the likes of Bailey Rice and Findlay Curtis, who recently signed a new long-term deal at Ibrox, their chance to impress in the first team of late. And the funding from RYDC will continue to support the work that Koppen is overseeing at Gheorghe Hagi. We are pleased to present another £325,000 to the Rangers Academy, and we have now provided more than £12 million to the Rangers Youth Programme since 2002, Stewart said. It really is an incredible amount to donate to the Academy, and credit, as ever, goes to the Rangers supporters, who continue to back us by investing in our products on a weekly basis. Every penny of profit from our ever-growing online store, Rangers Lotto, the Union Jackpot, Stadium Bricks and Scratch Cards is given to the Academy to help the development of our youth players, and it is always a thrill to see players like Ross McCausland, Liam Kelly, Findlay Curtis and Bailey Rice featuring for the first team. RYDC has also given away hundreds of thousands of pounds in prizes to fans, and in the last year, supporters shared over £300,000 in prize money. Our Academy and the Rangers supporters all benefit from regular RYDC donations, and we will continue to work as hard as we can to generate more funds for youth development. In other news, Gheorghe Hagi has praised son Giannis for refusing to give in during his troubles at Rangers. The former Real Madrid and Barcelona superstar turned 60 this week and was in Glasgow over the festive period to watch Giannis, who is back as a key player for Rangers. Hagi Jr. was in the football wilderness at Ibrox after a contract dispute and a serious knee injury, but has won plenty of praise since his return to Philippe Clement's side. And Hagi Sr. reckons it shows his son has a strong mentality. He said, "I'm glad Giannis didn't give in at Rangers. He knew what he wanted, and he found a lot of warmth in the Romanian national team too, which helped. When he produced good things in that team, it's clear that it helped him come back stronger to Rangers. He overcame a difficult situation there, and he proved that he's mature. I've given Giannis enough advice in his life. He's grown up now. Everything is on his own time. He listened, he did well, he's reached a beautiful age." For Romania, they know what they have to do in the dressing room, where there is a special manager in Mircea Lucescu. They have an extraordinary group of players, and they can't let this chance slip through their fingers. I firmly believe and predict they can do better than we did at the 1994 World Cup. You go to the national team with your heart and soul. Playing for your country is the most beautiful thing possible. What do you make of the football legend's comments on his son? Hagi has certainly stepped up his form since returning to the team, showing serious maturity in his game since coming back. But let me know your thoughts, but that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Thank you, I'll see you in the next video.